And before we get into it, this video is dedicated in remembrance of Caroll Spinney. You'll know why once the list goes on. But, talented man after all these years. I can't believe it. It's very sad to see, but the man was immensely talented and brought joy to not just me through my childhood, and even still now, because I still love the puppeteering work, and it's just brilliance. Rest in peace, Caroll. Rest in peace, Big Bird. Oscar, thank you so much. On with the video. Merry Christmas from Ho 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 Taku J. Yeah, we'll work on it. But yay! It's Christmas time. Love it. And one of my favorite things besides, decorations, the music, and, like the feeling you get is the Christmas specials. The holiday specials from there. This is more focused on, I guess you could say, more cartoony, animated, stuff like that. I guess child-friendly. But this isn't a video for kids, after all. I mean, this is for people of all ages. That's what my channel does. Just a warning there. But once it give me the memories, the nostalgia, the feels, and pretty much I haven't not watched these pretty much since as long back as I remember. I've been watching them every Christmas time at least. For as far back as I can remember watching stuff as a small child. And because we're on the 12 days of Christmas now, by the time this comes up, it probably might be, a little closer to like 11 to 10 days before Christmas hits. But here's, instead of the 12 days of Christmas, the 12 best of Christmas specials. The 12 Christmas specials of Christmas, or whatever you want to call it. So without further ado, here's my ranking from, this is in an order for once with this list, so let's get on with it. Number 12, Inspector Gadget. We'll start things off with an underrated, probably a lesser known one. If you know who Inspector Gadget is, you're awesome, your childhood was awesome, you're a cool person. I loved Inspector Gadget kid, and there was a Christmas episode that was done, I believe, after, like, the main series, because it had, like, a different sound, a different opening, instead of doot-doot-doot-doot. It had, like, a different song to it, and a more different animation style, but it was still Inspector Gadget, same voices, and it involved, of course, clueless, naive Inspector Gadget there going to North Pole to save Santa Claus from the evil Dr. Claw. Gadget, I'll get you next time, Gadget. And his cat, and Penny and Brain go there, and of course, Dr. Claw dresses up as Santa, controls the elves, this ruined Christmas, and you know who, as usual, he believes in, I don't want to spoil too much, but he, thinks the real Santa is Dr. But anyway, it's fun, it's entertaining, and it's something I've liked over the years. Number 11, this is a more recent one. Big fan of Frozen, big fan of Elsa especially, but Olaf's Frozen Adventure came out in 2017. Frozen just seemed like it was meant for Christmas. I mean, obviously, Elsa and her powers, the winter feel, everything about it, Olaf being a snowman, it just feels like they need to make a Christmas special for this. And it was called Olaf's Frozen Adventure, and it involved Olaf trying to understand and seek out, the holidays and all that stuff there. Beautiful songs, everyone's back again doing the voices. Great character. Elsa's Christmas outfit looks gorgeous. She looks beautiful in it. Olaf's naiveness and his learning and trying to get the different cultures because they go through, like Christmas, Hanukkah, winter solstice, stuff like that. I love Olaf with the fruitcake. She had the peppermint stuff. You get to see Oaken again. It's pretty interesting. And a big fan of Jonathan Groff since I first saw him in Glee back in 2009. And wishing to get more songs. Thankfully, Frozen 2, he got one of the best songs in the movie. And in this, he did another one, The Ballad of Flemingrad. It's a great song, probably my favorite song besides When We're Together, but all the songs are good, but that song is great. Check it out. The longer version especially. It's fitting and it's a cute, touching little short from Frozen. Muppet Family Christmas. Television special, Jim Henson's Muppets. I'm obsessed with Jim Henson. The guy created so much and did so much in the time that he had. The man's amazing. I cannot like the Muppets. First aired December 16th, 1987 on ABC. And what was great about this one is it had a lot of neat moments, had nice songs, it had the puppeteers, and it had a cameo by Jim Henson towards the end. It is wonderful, and it's one of the last few things he cameoed in, basically. But it was a good story. It's about Fozzie and Kermit and them going to Fozzie's mother's for Christmas, and all this stuff happens. All these other characters have to stay over. It's pretty funny, and you got Doc and Sprocket from Fraggle Rock having to stay there, and he's like, bah, humbug kind of attitude. But throughout, he starts to warm up and like these goofy, quirky characters, and there's a lot of nice moments. And what's great about it is you get the Muppets, you get Sesame Street characters, and the Fraggles, all of the Muppet-type characters, all coming together for the holiday. It is amazing. It is great songs. The ending, when they all sing around, say the medley of carols, and especially the old friends friends, new friends. It's a very touching, funny, heartwarming special that probably don't know much about, but if you do, awesome. Again, go check it out. Number 9, Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2. Broadcast 1991, December 14th, ABC, Walt Disney Animation. From the continuation from the great series, from the many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh TV series, with a little bit of different art style, which makes it more look theatrical, but it was just this, a little short. And Christopher Robin's voice different. And I find it interesting there's reruns now that has his voice different. It's very weird. But it was a great episode. Touch on everything. Paul Winchell playing the voice of Tigger at this time still. And we get the old voices of everybody on there again. Every one of the original voices, I love them so much. And it was a great story. The typical charm from Winnie the Pooh. That writing letters to Santa doesn't make it, so Pooh decides to deliver it to himself. When it doesn't work, he decides to take the role of Santa. And fun stuff, and on badminton, on chair. I mean, it's just funny. I thought he'd be taller. And bad stuff happens when he tries to do good. And then they rally to stop this imposter Santa, and it's funny, and there's a lot of good touching moments. It gets you in the heart, and I mean, how can you not love Winnie the Pooh? It's a great special, and Winnie the Pooh, and then perfect for the holiday. I think Pooh was probably the best thing Disney came. It's the most wholesome thing they've ever come up with, and it's just so genuine and just wonderful in every way. You can still enjoy it as an adult, I feel. Another probably forgotten nowadays, underrated gem, Noel, 1992 Christmas special, written and created by Romeo Mueller, narrated by Charlton Heston himself. A sweet, touching little story, very unique, about an ornament that had a happiness inside him. He came to life because the person who made him with the glass blowing was very happy about his daughter and a child, and the love went inside him to create life into him and give him this happiness that no one else had. And he goes through the other ornaments and sees stuff and witnesses life in the holiday, and people like, oh, they're kid things, and they call them things. This is a tree thing, this is a house thing, this is a it was very interesting vocabulary in this special. Seeing the children grow, and then as the family grow from children older to and there's some sad moments. Every year the tree goes, he bonds with the tree, and he never sees them again. I mean, it's got some dark kind of sad moments in there. And then in the end, it's a great way with his spirit and the happiness of him bringing it to everybody around the world. It's a great special, wonderfully animated, great story that gets you right in the heart. I mean, highly recommended. Number 7, A Chipmunk Christmas. One of my favorite animators, Chuck Jones, worked with Beg to Sarah Productions to make this special. And on NBC, December 14th, 1981, it's about Alvin and a sick boy named Tom, and he wants to get him a gift for Christmas, and he likes his harmonica, the Golden Echo harmonica. Alvin does a nice thing, gives the kid, to make him feel better, his harmonica, but then problems happen where the Chipmunks need to play for Carnegie Hall, and they want a solo from him, so Alvin has to now get money, I need money, in order to get the harmonica, and he doesn't want Dave Seville to know this. And of course, Dave just sees him as greedy and wanting money and buy gifts for himself. You have cameo, which is great, from the original Alvin show. You had Clyde Crash Cup in a dream sequence. It's very great. It's got great music. The Chipmunks are always fun. They got the Chipmunks Christmas song itself, Me, I Want a Hula Hoop, and it has a good message, a good story, and it's very sweet and heartwarming, especially the ending. But then Alvin, again, as usual, is Alvin, and Simon Theodore. It's just a great animation, great story, great fun. And if you haven't seen this one and you love the Chipmunks, go see it. What's stopping you? I love Claymation. I feel like Claymation stop motion is the greatest of all animation, besides anime. But anyway, Will Vinton's Claymation Christmas Celebration, the greatest of the Claymation specials from this guy, from everyone involved in this. December 21st, 1987. I mean, I've already done one for Halloween. Check out my Halloween ones where I had 6 of the great Halloween specials, cartoon specials, and it's listed on there for Halloween ones. Pretty good. But the Christmas one, it's amazing. It's co-hosted by Rex, a T-Rex, and Herb. Say goodnight, Herb. Good night, Herb. And they're kind of hosts. I see it as kind of a, what do you call it, like a Siskel Ebert type of thing. And they're giving us Christmas songs, Christmas carols. So throughout the thing, you get little segments of great little segments and songs of different Christmas carols. And Rex, he's trying to figure out the word wassail and what it means. And throughout there, you hear stuff with them. It's very awesome. People going, no, it's not waffle, it's wassail and stuff like that. And there's great segments. We Three Kings, one of my favorites, catchy. Carol the Bells is awesome too. Old Christmas Tree, Angels We Have Heard on High, Joy to the World, and the California Raisins performing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. One of the highlights of my childhood throughout all these years. One of the best things ever. I wish they'd aired some more. Go seek it out. Buy the DVD and support it. It's really good. Here we are, entering the top 5 now. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The original, the cartoon, the television special that aired in 1966. Again, Chuck Jones. This one captured the essence and everything from Dr. Seuss's classic story. And everyone involved, go look at the documentary behind the scenes of how they made it. It's some very interesting, unique unique, fun stuff. Great animation, great story. Boris Karloff doing the voice. You know the story about the Grinch on Mount Crumpet, wanting to stop the Who's from Christmas, steal from them, and then, you know, the heart grows 3 sizes that day. June Foray as Cindy Lou Who. And the song, we all know the song by Thurl Ravenscroft. A highlight of Christmas. You know it. What else can I say about it? Go check it out. One of the best ones of all time, even after all these years. Number 4, I absolutely love Garfield. He's been a favorite of mine since my childhood. Inspiration with the comics, with my drawing. And I had him in my Halloween one. And of course, Thanksgiving one too. All the specials are great. A Garfield Christmas special. This is the best of them. 1987. Again, voiced by Lorenzo Music. The original cast. Jim Davis, great job. Everyone involved in it again. The story about Garfield being kind of, again, a humbug for the holidays. Go visiting John's family on a farm. And you meet Grandma and all the other families. Doc Boy, Oh Boy, Good Boy, Bad Boy, Attaboy. It is great. It's funny, again, and it has that heart touchiness. And with the awesome cliche with all the specials. Nice touch. And just a sweet moment with him and Odie. It's beautiful. And the stuff with it, with the grandma, can really choke you up with how great of a character and how much of a bond she and Garfield have together. Good songs, great animation, amazing story. Something you don't see again with, like, really good, touching, heartwarming stuff in the meaning of, like, family and Christmas and all that. Garfield's Christmas, love it. This may seem low, but number 3, A Charlie Brown Christmas. One of them just had to tweak up to the number 2 spot for me. But A Charlie Brown Christmas, the original, the one, the be-all of all, 1965, CBS, the greatest, the very first Peanut special, the one that started it all. Again, it still looks good to this day. It feels good to this day. It's good to hear them and see them. The entire cast, Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, Lucy, Sally, Schroeder at the piano, Jingle Bells, dun, 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 dun. That's it! Nickels, Nickels, Nickels. And all the, you know all the bits. It is great. It is, again, definitely, you would say, the best. But these next 2 tweak just a little bit above it. If I could, I'd just say these are all like number 1, basically. But the Charlie Brown special, then giving us that one that was very gutsy, talking about what the true meaning of Christmas is, because it is the true meaning of Christmas. And it's nice that they put that in there, and it makes sense with how Schultz is. Amazing to this day. Unbeaten, basically. A Charlie Brown Christmas. And then Garaldi and his music. That's so good. I mean, you can quote this entire thing. I mean, this is such from start to finish, it's quotable. Great achievement and animation and just Christmas specials and everything. So, Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. The Christmas special, basically the first Christmas special from Sesame Street. And this one, why it's number 2 is because it's always been a favorite of mine. One of my absolute favorites. I love it so much. I could watch it other than Christmas. I can watch all these, actually, other than just Christmas time. But from the amazingness of the Muppets and then the opening of the talented ice skaters dressed up as Big Bird, Cookie Monster, the Count, Bert and Ernie. It's really cool. And then, of course, you get the Feliz Navidad song in there, and it's like how I've always known from it. And it's a great story of everyone there. Oscar Grouch being what he does, picking on poor Big Bird, telling him, how is Santa going to get through the chimney and deliver stuff? And if you can't, then there's no Christmas. So Big Bird and his little friend go on the search to figure out how, including stuff with Snuffy, Kermit. Fun, awesome, it's adorable. Good message. I mean, all the songs are great, especially a really beautiful song. Keep Christmas with you all through the year. Sign language and all that stuff there. A touching moment. A good story. Heartwarming. True Blue Miracle. I mean, Oscar's son. They're all really good. It's beautiful. The series itself, 1969, 50 years now. This came out in 1978. And one of the great performances from Mr. Hooper. Bert and Ernie have a nice little gift of the Magi type story. My favorite scene in the whole thing is Cookie Monster trying to get cookies from Santa Claus and wondering what he should get him, what he should do. He can't. It's awesome. It's amazing. Poor Cookie Monster. It is just a touching, heartwarming story. Very creative and unique for the story, especially Big Bird's part. And just amazing the stuff they went through. Great special. I wish they'd air it so kids can see it. Everyone can see it. Go seek it out. Buy the DVD again. Go check it out. It is my favorite. And again, it's a shame Big Bird has left us. Rest in peace. And here we are finally at number 1. Hey, it's my video. So number 1, Rankin Bass. All of the Rankin Bass Christmas specials. Pretty much all of them in general. It is not Christmas without Rankin Bass. Maybe I'll do a video where I will rank the Rankin Bass specials. Yeah. But you know them all. I'll list them all. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1964, Burl Ives and everyone. Come on. One of my absolute personal favorite, The Little Drummer Boy, 1968. Little Drummer Boy Book 2, also great. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, 1970, Fred stare. The truest of Santa Claus, in my opinion, if there was a Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus is Mickey Rooney, the one from this, and I believe in Santa Claus from the You're Without a Santa Claus. Again, You're Without a Santa Claus. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. The story of the first Christmas snow. Rudolph's shiny New Year. I know it's New Year, but still. Nestor, the long-eared Christmas donkey. Jack Frost. Damn, I love Jack Frost. Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Pinocchio's Christmas. The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. The Life and Adventure of Santa Claus. Very underrated, but very well done. Very good story. Cricket on the Hearth. Frosty the Snowman. 1969. Jimmy Durante. Come on, Frosty. Silly, silly, silly. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. 1974. Another personal favorite of mine. Joel Grey and George Gobel. The Mice. Kerplunk Kerplooey. Absolutely loved it. Frosty's Winter Wonderland. 1976. I don't know why they play that crappy one on CBS. This is an actual continuation sequel to the original Frosty the Snowman they made. Frosty gets a wife. No more Frosty. No more Frosty. Frosty gets a wife. This is great. I don't know why they don't air this one whenever they air Frosty the Snowman on like CBS. That other one is garbage. This is great. And another underrated one, The Stingiest Man in Town. All these are great, and they've worked on other stuff too for Halloween and for Easter. All great stuff. Rankin Bass. There you go. How can you not love these? You gotta know at least those. They're so memorable, and that's why they are Christmas. Again, the stop motion, claymation stuff is amazingly talented stuff, and it's not Christmas without any of these specials. If you don't like these specials, I'm sorry. It's my opinion, but there's something wrong with you. How can you not like at least a handful of these? You know, whether it's the stop motion ones or the animated ones, they've been on TV ever since, and they stand the test of time, and they always will. They're perfection. Rankin Bass, creative geniuses that, you know, that they are Christmas. These specials are the Christmas specials of Christmas specials. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas, everyone. Keep it fapping. Ding, 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 ding.